Resident Evil 4 is packed with hidden details, scrapped content, and secrets that even longtime fans might not know. For example, in the Japanese version of the game, decapitations were completely removed, and the violence was heavily toned down. Gyarados heads wouldn't even explode no matter how much damage they took. This change was due to the stricter censorship rules in Japan regarding excessive gore. But censorship didn't stop there. The German version took things even further by completely removing the mercenaries mode from the game, effectively cutting a significant chunk of replayability in the game. More recently, the VR version of Resident Evil 4 was also censored. This time, it removed all flirtatious and suggestive dialogues, altering many of Leon's lines towards female characters. Moving on to a clever little detail. After the first boulder chase sequence, if you look up, you can actually spot two Gyarados standing on a bridge. It's likely that these two are the same ones who pushed the boulder in an attempt to crush Leon. This small environmental storytelling detail is easy to miss, but it adds an extra layer of logic to the sequence. Instead of the boulder just magically rolling towards Leon, you can actually see the culprits responsible. But that's not the only hidden cutscene in the game. In Chapter 2, Part 1, if you take the boat back to the Del Lago area after Leon wakes up from his nightmare, you will trigger a secret scene that many players have never seen. In this airy cutscene, a group of zombie dogs gather before suddenly ambushing Leon. This unexpected event adds more tension to an already nerve-wracking section of the game, especially since RE4 rarely uses these kinds of surprise encounters outside of the boss fights. Moving on, there are also some interesting behind-the-scene facts about the game voice cast. Did you know that Leon and the Merchant are actually voiced by the same actor, that is Paul? It's a small but fun detail that most players wouldn't pick up on, since their voices are completely different. That's not the only surprising voice connection. Ashley's voice actress, Carolyn Lawrence, is also known for voicing Sandy Cheeks in SpongeBob SquarePants. So the next time you hear Ashley screaming for Leon's help, just imagine Sandy fighting off the Gyarados. Speaking of fun details, Resident Evil 4 sneaks in a classic movie reference within the weapon's description. If you examine the broken butterfly, the game describes it as a very powerful magnum revolver. This will make anyone's day. This is actually a direct nod to Clint Eastwood's famous line, "Go ahead, make my day," from the 1983 film Sudden Impact. It is a subtle but very cool connection to one of the cinema's most iconic action heroes. The game is also packed with hidden death animations that can only be triggered under specific conditions. One of the most famous occurs if you decide to shoot at the lake before the Del Lago boss fight. Doing so will instantly trigger a scene where the massive lake monster leaps out and swallows Leon whole. Another unexpected death can happen during the cabin fight with Lewis. If you shoot him too many times, he would just let it slide. Instead, he will retaliate by drawing his gun and instantly killing Leon, saying "Adios, amigo." It's a rare instant where an NPC can actually fight back against Leon, making it both shocking and hilarious the first time player discovers it. The next fact I'm going to tell you guys is more of a theory than a fact. One of the game's most popular fan theories suggests that the merchant might actually be Louis' grandfather. Yes, a note from Chief Mendes mentioned that Louis was using a secret passageways throughout the village, the same ones his grandfather once used. Since the merchant has his shop set up in these tunnels, it's possible that he has personal connection to them and to Louis. This theory has never been confirmed, but it would add an interesting backstory to the merchant, who remains one of the game's most mysterious characters. Let's now talk about Ashley. Did you guys know Ashley also went through major character changes during development? In an early version of the game, she had a completely different outfit. She originally wore a long sleeve red coat, a belt, brown gloves, long black pants, and brown boots. This design was later changed to her now iconic orange sweater and plaid skirt, possibly to give her a more distinct youthful look. Resident Evil 4 itself also went through several different versions before the final game was settled. At least 4 major prototypes existed, including one where Leon infiltrated Umbrella headquarters, and other one where he fought a ghostly enemy called the Hookman in a haunted mansion, and even one where he was sent on a mission inside Oswald Spencer Mansion. Each of these versions had completely different setting and gameplay ideas. but they were all scrapped in favor of the version which we ultimately got. Interestingly, some of the ideas from these prototypes later influenced other Resident Evil games, especially RE5 and Devil May Cry. Resident Evil 4 may be one of the most replayed and studied games in history, but it still has plenty of hidden details and secrets that many players have never seen. With every new version or remake, fans continue to uncover new layers of depth in what is already considered one of the greatest games of all time. So that's all from the video, guys. If you enjoyed the video and want to watch more Resident Evil content like this, then make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Till then, peace out.